onto you.
Good morning, you beautiful creatures. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. If you're new here, my name is Lou, or Loucifer, as my friends like to call me. By my friends on my Instagram. My Instagram account, I haven't done that in ages. My ever-growing army of demons. Take the lead.
Where's the snow here?
So we nearly didn't make it because where we're from, there was
at least a good couple of inches of snow.
There was.
To some people that might not seem a lot, but it's annoying.
Our car was covered. The road was covered. The tyre pressure was acting up and we were like, we're not going to make it. But we made it. We're here for the last day. Sunday, for the love of sci-fi. Very bittersweet. Yeah, so sorry about that. Lovely chaps helping us to find a parking space. We know where we're parking. Yes, the last day, the last official day of For the Love of Sci-Fi. Big sad ever. Boo hiss. But we understand why. We gave our thoughts in the previous vlog about it. Yeah, so Christopher Eccleston, Billy Piper, having a chill day, just wandering around.
The boys talk.
The boys talk.
Doctor Who talk.
It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
And we've got our parking space.
But yeah, we are. It is dead. It's dead. See this? It's dead. Name the film.
Venom.
Ah, very good. Yeah, so we are literally just parking up and then we are going to head into the venue. Also, massive shout out to all the cosplayers who are in the vlog. I was editing it last night at a stupid time in the morning. Good. And it looked awesome. So thank you for that. Hopefully
we get some more of you.
We'll find some more. Why have you got the octopus?
He's happy now.
We've got an emotional octopus.
When you're happy and when we're grumpy.
I'm always grumpy. That's my secret. I'm always angry. So we hope you have a horrible time in the best possible way. We're getting Cobbs. Look at that beautiful man. I'm engaged to him. Hell yeah. I'm gonna marry that so hard. Just wanted to do a quick thing. So as you guys know, I am doing well, priority this weekend because things aren't going so great in my head anymore, but this has actually been a godsend So basically, because I've got a Nimbus card now, I had to. How did you do the process with? Oh gosh.
Yeah.
What? Well, I was, and now I'm zoomed out.
So to get the wristbands, what they recommend is that as soon as you book your tickets, email the accessibility email address, which we will stick below somewhere, and then they will get back to you saying that for Lou, one of your tickets has been converted to fast track.
And it's really helped me. But Gareth organised all of it. He's basically my carer now.
Pretty much.
Yes, the best breakfast. Good. And here we see Gareth humbly staring at two of his icons.
Well, my childhood, well, teenagers.
He is a happy man. I should do this on the regular.
Yeah, when
David Attenborough.
When David Attenborough pops his clogs, you should take a...
Which, for the record, that's never going to happen because David Attenborough isn't a person. He is an entity and he is wonderful, and the channel stands David Attenborough, and if you don't, kindly unsubscribe yourself. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Back to our regularly scheduled programming.
No, I've finished now.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, I'm not a performing monkey.
What did you say to them?
So...
Well, I know, but they don't.
You know, yeah. So, when growing up, I was horrendously bullied and school was horrible. And it was about the same time Doctor Who came back in 2005.
Yeah, no, that makes me a bit sick, actually.
And it gave me all that escapism, seeing Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor, Billy Piper as Rose Tyler.
I like to think I've said it quite eloquently. They came at the right time.
They did.
Like every Saturday night, you knew that things were going to be okay because Doctor Who was on, and that's what I've missed so much. But we're done.
Yeah. Well, we're not going home yet.
Yeah, no, don't worry, we're not going home. We're just, guest-wise, we're done. I haven't had any guests this weekend, which is fine, it's absolutely fine.
No, but most of them do conventions regularly. Yeah,
exactly. And for Billy and Christopher specifically, I wanted to give Gareth like the space to kind of do his thing because, you know, it's special, it's really special to him. But it's dead.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad how quiet it is. What time is it? About coming up to 10? Well, I suppose it's only coming
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock, and wow, this is it. It's just so quiet. But we're literally, we are going to. Apologies. We are going to do some props. We're gonna look around the stalls, do some talks, and get all the good stuff for you guys because we're making the most of it because it's the last one. So yeah, just want to make the most of it, I think. All right. So because we're done, we're going to show you the prop sets, prop builds. There we go. That they do. These are completely free of charge, but they are put on by the charity. I'm so sorry, I can't remember which one it is. However, if you can give a small donation, that'd be absolutely amazing. But they're from all sorts.
I think these ones are like Monopoly drop builds.
Yeah.
But then it's the Darth Vader one is the 99th Garrison.
Right, I see. But you've got Back to the Future, you've got Stranger Things. Oh, right, I see. See, I'm not a massive Back to the Future fan, so yeah, you are.
The first and the third one.
I agree.
Second one's a bit...
Yeah, they made me sad and I don't know why.
Leah Thompson was meant to be here.
Oh.
Marty's mum.
I like her, she's fun. But yeah, it's cute.
The amount of stuff coming
awful. Terrible. Oh my god, the crossover we never knew we needed. Oh look, it's my final brain cell. It's the most adorably themed sci-fi bar. They do weddings and parties if anybody wants to know. You're welcome. This is where they have the after parties.
This is where they had last night.
Ah, so cool in here. Going to the vendors to look at the things we can't afford. Wahoo! This, I know I keep saying it, but this is dead. Like from our perspective, it's lush. From the vendor's perspective, not so much, but...
Because for love of horror, you couldn't move.
No, you couldn't. Well, if you've seen the footage, which you should watch because I worked really hard on it, you couldn't move. But this is so much more doable.
Good evening, and I'm your newsreader. Here is the latest news. As we circle around the Comic-Con here, there are loads of strange people. Not as strange as me. That's what I thought. The weather today is snow, snow, and more snow. Now please get this camera out of my face!
Look at what you've done to him. It's great.
5 minutes, 99% off! Horrible!
This is
lovely! I think I'm done here.
Ask Gareth umming and ahhing about potentially getting an autograph. So this is a schedule example, so you can see they've got the table autograph, so this is when they'll be at the table. They've then got their photo shoots, the different type of photo shoots, the lunch, and then they've got the talks as well, so you can organise your day around it. And then on the day, so this price is on the day. If you pre-book, it'll be a little bit cheaper, but this usually tells you how much selfies are, how much the combo is, and then how much the autographs are. So really hope that helps. Back at the Cookie Club again. Would you recommend? Yeah. Good. Buy from them. Do it. Do it now. Okie dokie. So I've said it before. With Monopoly events, what they'll do is they'll have a table where they've got previous items from different events. Some items are signed that you can buy. So we've got a Freddy Krueger glove, Child's Play knife, and we've got these awesome coasters. Jen Snackles as well. Awesome coasters from the Lost Boys. If you're looking for a collector's item, they might have what you're looking for. Robocop, oh wow, Mum would kill for that. Nice.
Woo! This is what I like to hear. So, welcome to the sadly final cosplay contest for the love of sci-fi history. But that doesn't mean they'll never be Comic-Cons again, because Monopoly are still putting them on, so I hope you've all got your tickets for next year.
Woo!
So I just wanted, before we start, to give a big shout out to everybody that's been here today. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of our guests. To Jamal, our interviewer, come have a big hand for Jamal, who's been an absolute star all day. To our sound and biz guys down the side here, who you don't see but keeps everything ticking over, big hand for them.
Woo!
Our lovely videographer over here, Aaron.
Woo!
Who's come all the way from Scotland to make sure all of your lovely faces are captured. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and do the cosplay competition. Well, we say competition. It's all about having fun. And as far as I'm concerned, if you're not cosplaying and having fun, you're not doing it right. Somebody said to me I could be anything I wanted, so I became a unicorn fart.
Woo!
Is what it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to get the kids on first, who would like a lot of energy because it takes a lot of brevity to get up on here and showcase their skills.
Agent Coulson himself, Clark Gregg.
Cheers.
Sat on the Spider-Man chair. We're all marvelled out. I've got the Iron Man one.
Is that what I got? Am I the Spider-Man?
Yeah, you've got Spider-Man. I think you should be in the Iron Man one, to be honest, since it was the first film.
Is there an Iron Man chair?
Well, let's swap.
Switch it up,
Come on,
man.
we've got to swap.
Oh, that's much better.
How amazing is your recall success all over it? This should have been done a long time ago.
It's a really good question. So many people who are here will know this. When I grew up, I was very thrilled to go see Superman with Christopher Reeve, and it was the first time I'd ever heard anyone say the name Clark. It's not very common in the States out loud in a movie, and I loved this movie a lot. But there was Batman, there was Superman. Nobody really, unless you read comics, you didn't know who Iron Man was, and so to see that coming to life, I thought this is really exciting. I feel like they've got something going, and Robert just felt like such spectacularly perfect casting in that role. But then they said, listen, we think you might also be in this other movie with Thor. And I thought, okay, well, this other guy's a billionaire with a rocket-powered suit. And now we're going to do the one where the guy swings his hammer to fly, and he's kind of looks like he just came back from Glastonbury. Are we ruling out the ones I'm in? Because we know those are the best ones.
I don't want you to be too
Let's be
biased.
honest,
I don't want you to be too biased, Clark. You can be.
Well, I'm going to leave out the ones that I'm in, because I am very biased, and I love those filmmakers. I mean, the filmmakers that I got to work with, all of them, really, Ken Branagh, everybody. I loved the first Guardians so much. I love seeing those characters. I thought Thor Ragnarok was hilarious. I like so much of what they're doing. I think some of the stuff that's going on, I'm just watching the new season of Loki, and I just love watching he and Owen Wilson in that cast. There's just so much great stuff going on.
Great choices.
I think it's so charming as a greeting. We don't do this in the United States. Everybody asks me, you all right? You okay? Thank you, I'm doing okay. It's really nice. It just speaks of the general kindness of these people.
As we all know, Phil Coulson was a big fan of Captain America. Who were you a big fan of as an actor? Who did you look up to as you were starting out as an actor?
That's a great question. I was a big Jeff Bridges, Christopher Walken, Sidney Poitier, De Niro, Harvey Keitel. I came up to a theater in New York, and Christopher Walken in Central Park in New York doing Othello is one of the greatest things. He was Iago. The More. I hate The More. One of the greatest things I've ever seen. That said, one of the great things about the Marvel Universe is they were getting the very best actors. I mean, to walk out onto the helicarrier and see Downey and Mark Ruffalo, another guy who I watched work in New York, Scarlett, who I think is one of the greatest actors of all time. To see that cast, I was geeking out as much about the actors as the fact that, oh my God, that's Bruce Banner. You mean anyone in the Marvel Universe? Me? I would bring back me. Oh, apart from me, see? This is a trick question. Okay, then AI me would be next I would want to bring back. I mean, we lost a bunch there at the end. But as they said to me that day when I was getting stabbed by... Did I mention that Loki's a bastard? As they said to me that day, it's Marvel, how dead could you be? Look, Scarlett, Robert, I'm very partial to the OGs, the ones that were there at the beginning. Yeah. I remember being there when suddenly the press conference, he was telling everyone to sit down on the floor, on their butts, and that's what the scene was going to be, and how startled the camera people seemed to be about that. And I certainly know, I think the first scene I ever shot was confronting him at the beautiful Geary Concert Hall as a member of the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement Logistics Division. And he started riffing a little bit. And I thought, oh, okay. Because if you got, for him it's, you know, whatever. For me, if I've got 3 lines, all of a sudden I got 9. And it was really fun. I can't say that I've ever had more fun acting in my life than acting with him. Because he's there to be fully and completely alive. And, you know, when he's got, a lot of times he's very much within the words that are there, but he's making them feel like that. And clearly there's something that now the fans, a lot of the first part of it was fans who grew up on the comics, having this intense connection, seeing these characters brought kind of to life in a way. For example, the first Hulk movie, My Neighbor, Louis Leterrier, wonderful director, the CGI wasn't quite there yet, I don't think. But then to see a real Hulk, and then to see at Comic-Cons, parents who grew up on the comics I did, introducing those stories to their kids, I think there's a way where now there's people who've grown up watching the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think there's something powerful about having the originals around, as long as it can leave room to do what is normal and right in life and in comics, which is to let the new generation breathe. Thank you. Thank you.
Boys fans, you've got to have watched it already.
Yeah.
Let's get the show on the road. We're not waiting any longer. First up, Chase Crawford, the Deep himself. Next up, we've got Mother's Milk, Laz Alonso. Not means he's a nasty piece of work and he's got a hell of a smile. It's Homelander himself, Anthony Starr. Like the whole Q&A. You sat on the mic, Anthony. So guys, we couldn't react to the season 4 trailer on the big screen, but I know you all watched it last night. What's it like seeing the fans go absolutely crazy for it online and in person? A lot of people have been talking to you about it today. What's the reaction been like?
We're ready for season 4! No, it's amazing. I mean, you know, we've obviously the actors strike, which was like COVID too for us, and it's just great. Now we've finally got some traction coming out. We get to show you guys what we've been working on, and I've heard word from people that didn't need to say it. It's the best season yet, so it's gonna be fucking great.
But there will be some liquid going on. Use your imagination. Anywhere liquid can flow from. I'll be there to receive it.
Deep was enjoying himself at that point. Like,
oh yeah.
Mother's Milk wasn't enjoying it, but the Deep was having a great time.
He had liquid too. It was just seawater. Just a lot of seawater and sea animals. Do that. Yeah, that was probably the craziest thing was Herogasm that I had to shoot with that 60-pound octopus animatronic wrapped around my waist. It was weird.
Have you worn your gills since season 2?
Yes. They're beautiful.
I accidentally put my fingers in his gills.
Accidentally. It's not gill fucking if you're not.
Little did I know they were filled with KY jelly.
The most disgusting thing. He's the best looking guy ever. He's the worst wingman. Because I'm always Gooseman to his Maverick. Fuck you. But he's the best looking guy with the ugliest fucking girls. It's wonderful.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. They're pretty. They're beautiful.
He's got a great voice though.
Thank you.
Anthony, you had some harrowing scenes that Homelander had a brilliant time. You pushed your son off a roof. You annihilated a plane full of people. What's a standout moment for you?
Definitely enjoyed pushing the kid off the roof. What? How many of you are parents? Fuck you if you think you haven't thought about it at least once pushing your kid off the fucking roof.
He's right.
And he was fine. It was good parenting, so that was fun. There is a scene coming out, I can't tell you what it is, but it's in season 4. And I can't tell you what it is. I've done some pretty weird shit in my career and in this show. And I stopped at one moment in the scene, and I looked at the person I'm doing the scene with, and I went, what the fuck are we doing? How do we get, I could have been a lawyer, I could have been a dentist, not a doctor because I'm too fucking thick, but definitely a lawyer. Any lawyers here? Fucking sue me. But no, there's been so many crazy scenes on this show, and I think season 4 is you just have to see it.
Reading the call sheets and like, oh, something crazy is happening with lads today. Maybe it was the Herogasm episode. You're like, Anthony's like, I'm coming over watching that scene get shot. And
no, I did not. I had no interest in watching him get covered in ejaculate.
But you want to see a dolphin, right?
But I did want to see a dolphin after a fucking windscreen.
Well, it was crazy. It was like in a warehouse downstage like this. Almost like the, X-Wing back there had the big airplane tube. I was kind of watching Nancy a few takes do their thing, and then, I'm over this little van, and they're just kind of like shaking this van, and I got the dolphin in the back just spritzing down some water, and that was it. It was just kind of this van not talking to anyone, but an animatronic dolphin. So there you go.
And what's it like introducing Jensen Ackles as Soldier Boy? Because he's your dad, and he's your sworn enemy, lads. You've got a lot of unfinished business with him.
Yes.
It was great to work with Jensen because Jensen is a comedian. So just when you think we had our own kind of like inside jokes, in comes Jensen, and now we have more jokes. It was literally like non-stop laughter on set. He pretended he didn't play backgammon. We have like little backgammon championships when we shoot the boys side of things. And Jensen came in and was losing. And then he started winning very convincingly, and we realized he was just losing us all. So, we had our own little like thing going.
They go crazy. They have backgammon tournaments. And they got played by Jensen and his backgammon skills. Wild times on set.
Have you guys ever had that experience where you're just being a bit of a diva, let's be honest? Just come on.
No, it was fucking hot, dude. It was like, I saw it and I was like, dumb as a fucking post. I walked in and went, you want to put me out there? Yeah, sounds good. And then as I was getting out there, and there's nothing underneath, just concrete. And every word that I said was real. And then you're going to hear me at the top going, deep breathing. It was fucking terrifying. I think it was like 85 feet. So Yeah, and now you guys go, ooh, ah, oh come on. No, but it was fucking terrifying.
You guys ever?
No, it's fine. You know, the internet is a very strange place. So anything that gets said in social media, I don't really care. And everyone's actually very, you know, generally people are very effusive and very complimentary about us and the show, and, you know. And the only person that's really changed is Laz. He's just turned into a giant egotistical maniac.
I get DM'd all the Homelander memes, and then I DM them to him.
It's true.
His memes have just made my freaking life. I love them. I laugh out loud, like for real, at home. They're fantastic. So if you're a meme creator, keep doing it.
And also, fuck that. If you're a meme creator, pay me. I don't get paid for any of this shit, but I'm everywhere.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It's a bit of a random question, but if you were all on death row.
Yes!
Guys, we need a full bar and we need to be there for hours.
Full bar.
They have a full bar. Ciao.
Mine will probably be Californication.
See, we're dogs, and he's cool. What's that?
Same as your characters, like would your characters zombie?
MM would definitely be old school hip hop song. So it'll probably be like LL Cool J, I'm Bad, maybe.
Yeah. I think homies would be hurt by 9 Inch Nails. Don't fucking laugh at that. It's a very serious emotional moment.
No, yeah, I think the deep would be the same. It'd be Whitney Houston, Chris Shea. Yeah, no question.
Let me think about anything redemptive for my guy, and you guys just talk about killing me.
I would summon all the sea anemones, the dolphins, the starfish, and piranha. I'd have to lure you into the water. You know?
None of them would work.
I would invite Homelander to Harlem, to a strip club in Harlem, and make it rain on him. He could clap.
What does that mean when you say that? Is that, I know what that means. Make it rain with dollar bills.
I would have love sausage in the back waiting for him, and really make it rain on him.
Cool. Okay. So what was the other thing?
You said that you actually didn't want people to like Homelander as much as they do.
Oh, no, I can't control that, but it's pretty fucking weird that they do. And I think a lot of people miss the point. A lot of people on the right side of, especially American politics, didn't quite get what the character was representing.
I want to leave that suit in the fucking trailer. I don't ever want to see that thing again. Nothing can stay there. Yeah.
The suit?
My suit. That's all I do. That's all I have in the trailer.
Yeah, I haven't taken anything home either. I don't know that they'll let us take the suits home because they're too expensive. At the end of the show, whenever the show.
I couldn't afford it.
I would take a suit home. Maybe an American flag.
There may have been some Air Jordans that somehow accidentally ended up in Los Angeles, California. I don't know how, but possible.
Yeah, that's because look at the two of us. We dress in fucking wetsuits, and he dresses cool. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna take my fucking work gear home. I look like the biggest twat in the world. Imagine me walking around in those fucking red boots. I look like such a twat.
It was not. My favorite scene of the film was probably early on in the first season, just because it was just so new back then. And I guess it was probably the dolphin scene. I mean, you're on like 1:30 in the morning on a Friday night, ejecting a CGI dolphin through a windshield like 40 feet. It was awesome. I'm like, yeah, this is the show we're doing, you know? So that was probably the moment I was like, this is great.
Mine would be season 2, the car ride with Jack and Aaron. with Huey and Starlight, and we're going down to South Carolina looking for Lady Liberty. That was a really cool experience because at the time, the boys, we only shot with our little tiny group. We never worked with them. So I never really knew them that well up until probably the end of season 2. Season 1, I never saw them on set. So like working with Erin, it was like I was on a different show. You know, I obviously knew who she was, but I just never had the opportunity to work with her. So that was really cool. We became super duper cool. And then slowly but surely, I started feeling like we were the same show. Because for the first 2 seasons, it felt like we were on 2 different shows. We'd never see each other on.
I like doing crowd scenes. Like standing up on the stage, like shouting at crowds, and no one can pay attention to anything but me. That's what I like. Pardon? No, if I had my way, it'd just be me. These fuckers would be gone. But unfortunately, I can't get rid of them. I'm not even kidding. Where's your parents? They're not here, are they? They abandoned you because they're not good parents. I'm kidding. They're great parents. They're over there. So what was... Listen.
Who is each one of your favorite characters from the show?
I'm a big fan, and it's not just because he's here. I'm a big fan of the Deep. I think his stupidity and comedy is pretty fucking flipping entertaining. Earmuffs.
I'm gonna lie, I would say the same. I never see Chase's work.
Yeah, I know.
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I love Anthony's work.
Fuck off.
I told him. But like Chase, I think it was it season 3 when you were alone the whole freaking.
Yeah, it was alone. Season 2. Yeah.
Season 2.
Yeah.
It was so interesting to watch like what he was doing. I was like really like interested and like amazed at how interesting it was, and he was by himself the whole freaking season. So that I think I told you too. Like,
Yeah, you did.
But I thought that work was phenomenal.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
I did too.
I'm changing my mind. It's not the Deep. Colby Minfie that plays Ashley.
Yeah.
But you won't know who this is because you haven't seen the show because you're so young. But when you see the show, there's a red-headed girl who's brilliant. Every fucking scene she's in, she steals. She's amazing.
Yeah. For me too, I would say getting to see the boys' side of the episodes. Like I never really get to see any of them and what the work's going on. So collectively, just watching the boys all in the same scene together and see all that stuff is really cool for me. And Auntie's my favorite to work with, though. So yeah, I get to see his work all the time, and we have fun on set. I try to make him laugh, and that's it.
I'm probably the most annoying dick. and who would be the funniest? He's pretty funny.
Thanks.
The Deep is pretty funny.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about Colby, the redhead, is very funny.
She's great to work with, yeah.
We don't really have any dickheads on the... I think you might disagree, but I don't think there is any dickheads on the show. We're really fortunate in that respect.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, not like Gossip Girl, they're all fucking assholes. He's just being polite. I'm kidding. Earmuffs on that. But, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
Almost every time.
Every time you turn a page. No, it is.
The octopus was definitely a shocking moment for me, yeah. It's like, you don't, just buckle up. No, I did actually have to have like, guys, there's this, probably shouldn't watch, a few of these scenes. But they loved it, that was hilarious, so.
Depends what kind of family you've got. No, there's some pretty wacky stuff in there, but what I've learned about the show is every time I read something and I'm like, oh, they're going too far, it ends up being like one of my favorite scenes. Like in season, was it 3? But the little man went up the...
Oh, yeah.
Remember he and sneezed. I'm like, who thought that up for a start? Who's sick enough to think that up? But I remember reading that and thinking that was just like, nah, that's not gonna work. And I think I cried laughing watching it. It was so funny. So you never know what to expect. Thanks, guys.
Get there, T-Rex. Go and enjoy some cookies. 15 minutes till the next time. The Doctor himself, Christopher Eccleston, and we have Rose, Billy Piper. Let's make some noise! Louder, guys, come on, louder! So much love for you both here this weekend. What's it been like sharing the love with the fans this weekend, and we have the big TARDIS in the background as well.
It's been terrible.
It's been awful. You've been horrible.
Horrible. Way to leave.
That's not the feedback we were looking for. Joking, guys.
We're not Americans, you know. Let's not get American.
We understand if
we're close to Salford here. Let's not get American about it.
You are. Where?
Brian Hill.
Oh yeah, Brian Hill in Borough.
In a bar in Borough.
Yeah.
Before we even knew about doing Doctor Who together.
Yeah.
And Billy got drunk and I stayed sober.
That doesn't sound.
No, it was the other way around. I don't offend anybody, but you know it's 7 o'clock on a Saturday night, so we had to think about that audience. It's pre-Watershed, so yeah, I wanted to do something which was completely unexpected.
What were some of the highlights of you guys filming together? You got to meet a lot of iconic characters, the most iconic villain in the history of the show, one of the most iconic villains in Sci-Fi, in the Daleks. What was it like coming face to face with the Dalek on set?
What was it like, Chris?
Well, one of my favourite stories about me and Billy is we were filming, I think we might have been filming, we were filming an episode, and because the director was atrocious, we ran 3 hours late. You know, the crew were not happy, we weren't happy, and we had to go straight from the set to a read-through in the BBC Cardiff, and me and Billy walked in, and we were always on time and we've got good manners, and we felt terrible because we were late and all these actors were sat round, and it was for the read-through of Dalek, and me and Billy sat down, we started reading the episode, and then somebody read the stage directions, enter the Dalek, and then Nicholas Briggs, unbeknownst to us, has got the voice thing on. Remember? And he starts doing the Dalek voice.
Did we laugh? Did we laugh?
Yeah, we laughed.
There was a big opening thing in, what was that hotel I used to live in? St David's.
St David's Hotel, yeah. Looked like a boat.
Yeah, looked like a boat, and there was a big poster of us outside. Yeah. And I called all my friends and cried down the back. I'm happy.
Thank you very much for that. Chris, I would love to know what your experience was on 28 Days Later.
Oh, it's a classic. Oh no.
Love Killian. It's amazing to see a star born. Danny Boyle can be hard work. He's very talented. Andrew McDonald, the producer, is it's a pain in the arse. There was some really, really great young actors. That's what I remember. The name, because of my age. But, you know, obviously I was about 15, maybe 20 years older than my troupe. And they were all so keen and so... but I mean, you know, it's a small role. Major Henry Brest is a small role. Killian's the one to talk about that because he carried it. And I loved working with Brendan Gleeson. I never had any scenes with him, but he's one of my favourite actors. Yeah. And I'd worked with Anthony Dodmantle, the cinematographer, and Danny on a thing called Strumpet. And that's where they experimented with what they were going to do on 28 Days Later, with the lipstick cameras and shooting on, high resolution film and the, tiny stuff. I mean, it was a real kind of experience, and Anthony Dodmantle had come out of that movement. I can't remember the name of it now. So technically, it was fascinating.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we're de-rigging for the last time. Big sad. Gonna do one final lap.
Say goodbye to Dean.
Say goodbye to Dean.
Get some donuts.
We've got some tea. Not necessarily tea. Thoughts.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
Nothing on the convention. It's just etiquette.
Yes.
But we'll do a DMC in the car.
We'll have a DMC in the car. Last time. fine.
Can you see us?
Probably not. Oh.
It's dark.
Holy heckins.
That's a Grim Life Collective.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. We're all boxing up last time. Oh, man.
Emotional, to be honest.
Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it? You know, big sad. I hope everybody's had a fruitful vending situation over.
Team's practically done.
Well, and we are done. Everyone was packing away, so there was no point in us staying. Yeah, we're done.
Yeah, the convention doesn't technically finish for another half an hour.
Yeah, it doesn't, but everyone's like, nah.
Because it's been that quiet.
I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it.
Even the staff have said it's been so quiet.
And, you know, it's unfortunately all the more reason why they're probably not doing For the Love of Sci-Fi anymore, because it just doesn't generate as much as For the Love of Horror does. And again, the guys need a rest. Today has been incredible.
It's been a dream.
Really, really good. I cannot complain about a single thing.
Convention-wise.
Convention-wise. Yeah, you know us, we always have something to say. That's one of my favourite things about the people we meet. You're clear for now. Okay.
Oh, this guy's telling me out.
Woohoo! Yeah. Yeah, one of the things you guys say regularly, and the staff say this as well, and the people who run it, is we like you guys because you're honest. And hot damn, if that doesn't mean you're a little bit rude. I hope it doesn't mean that. I really hope not. Yeah, so the convention, amazing. The staff, amazing. Can't fault anybody. The talks, amazing.
Much better today.
Much better today. The facilitation was awesome. The fact that they had the microphone in the middle of the crowd rather than running around, it made it flow so much better.
They had that in Manchester for Comic-Con Manchester.
Yeah, the interviews again flowed really nicely, so much better, really lovely, good energy. The
Lina and the Lions, she was good.
Yeah, Lina and the Lions, awesome. It was really nice to have her coming in intervals. So
to fill the silence.
Yeah, to fill the silence, as Depeche Mode said, we should enjoy the silence. Depeche Mode?
Yeah, Depeche Mode.
Yeah, Depeche Mode, there we go.
They told us to enjoy the silence, but Lina and the Lions filled the silence.
We're seeing them next month. I'm very excited.
God, next month?
Yeah, I know. Next year. Whoa. Yeah, awesome. The access was brilliant. It was an absolute godsend. It really helped to put my mind at ease. As you can probably tell in myself, I'm a lot more... I've literally just woken up. I'm a lot more spry, I'm a lot more positive, like I'm a lot less anxious, less fidgety, like my brain isn't like screaming at me to go and hide in a corner somewhere.
Because that's what was happening at For Love of Horror.
All the time.
Especially during Kiefer Sutherland's queue.
Yeah, no, that was not good. I really worked myself up and it wasn't good. And I think as well, like, I'm finding it very difficult to be in very enclosed spaces at the moment, and that really helps. So the access, awesome. If you do need it, don't be afraid to ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for help.
We do all the time.
Yeah, we do now. We're very proud people, so it's been hard for us to say, actually, we need a bit of a hand with this.
Yeah. Like me, like in our day-to-day lives, in the past week, I had a moment and I just turned to Lou and said, look, I need help. And we had a bit of a powwow, and I came out the other side better.
You're doing great.
So it doesn't matter.
No. Like, honestly, and comment if you agree, Gareth's mentality, and, you know, he's really come out of himself. So it's really nice to see. It's nice to see him enjoying himself and just having a really good time at the convention.
And gigs.
Yeah, awesome. So, gripe.
Our little moan.
The best time to have a long-ish chat with a guest is when you go and get your autograph
when
signed.
You go to their table.
Yeah. A Q&A, please be mindful of everybody around you, and be mindful that there are multiple people wanting to ask questions. Also be mindful about tone, because there were a few times today where some individuals would go up and it would be very...
They'd be condescending.
Sharp and condescending and a little bit rude.
Yeah. And let's just say some guests will bite back.
Yeah, they will. And it was awesome.
And it was amazing.
It was.
Anthony Starr, thank you so much.
Yeah, Anthony Starr was an absolute ledge. Yeah, so please be mindful to not be rude, because they are people at the end of the day, and, you know, don't go in with an attitude of, I know better than you because I'm a fan. That's not the way it works. And you should really check yourself if that's your attitude.
Peter Capaldi put this perfectly. You've not seen this video, but it was like a speech. I think it was a BAFTA thing, and he was welcoming Ncuti Gatwa to the role of the Doctor. And he said, the first thing you'll notice, Ncuti, is that you could be able to spot an anorak from a mile away. Now, an anorak is a fan that takes things a bit too far, thinks they know everything. In any medium.
Yes, exactly. I also recognise that a lot of these guests mean a lot to a lot of people. As somebody who's, you know, had a breakdown in front of Helena Bonham Carter
and David Tennant
and oh my god, David Harbour. Yeah, I get it. However, there is a time and a place to tell your story as to why this person means the world to you, and it's not at a Q&A, because
you're holding everyone up.
You're holding everybody up. It puts the staff in a very difficult position, and quite a horrible position, because I've done it personally when I've presented, of saying, time's up, or please can you be a little bit quicker, or please can you only ask one question. You feel so incredibly rude doing it, and you feel awful, because, you know, you can see that these people genuinely care. However, I'm not here to sit and watch a fan have just a conversation back and forth with a guest.
That time, like we say, this is for what we think, what we believe, and what we do. That time is for when you're at the table. Like what I did with Chris and Billy is I'd said my wholesome piece to them individually at their tables, because it's between me and Lou and them. It's intimate. If you're doing it at a Q&A, it's being broadcast to everyone in the room, everyone in the building, and it's also being recorded and will probably be put on social media. It's not the place, and especially when the staff say, can you keep it to one question, listen to them, because even after, people were still asking multiple questions. And all I said when I got up, I was one of the fortunate ones. I was one of the last ones to ask Christopher.
There was a huge queue.
And they have to turn a good 6 or 7 people away. But literally, all I said was, firstly, it was an absolute pleasure meeting you this morning, so thank you. But I would like to ask Christopher what your experience on 28 Days Later was. And that's it. And then handed the microphone back. Because
then you're being gracious towards your fellow fans by giving them a chance to ask a question. And you don't know, maybe that person has been holding on to that question for hours.
They've probably met them at the table in the morning and they've been wanting to come to this Q&A. I mean, sometimes, because I was worried that someone might ask my question about 28 Days Later. And it has happened where we've had our hands up.
Oh my god,
who was it for? It was...
For me, it was the Terrifier 2 panel. Someone asked my question, so I was like...
And for me, it was the motion capture one. It was Will Poulter, because I was going to ask him about the difference of working on camera to motion cap. And it can be soul destroying at times. You say, I wanted to ask that. But
it's just consideration for other people in the crowd at the end of the day, and you know, you can have that moment. I know it's not easy, especially when you've got a very busy guest and you have got the staff ushering you. However, it's a convention at the end of the day, and you know, if it is a busy guest, it is pretty much like a conveyor system.
And they have got time restrictions and time constraints.
And it's nobody's fault. It's a business at the end of the day, and people have paid their money. But apart from that,
it's been a great day.
It's been a great day.
Nice and chilled, lovely. We managed to get back up to the cantina.
Heck yeah, that was fun.
Nice
really
sit
good
down.
Fun. Yeah.
Nice drink.
It was good. But yeah, that is the last convention of the year. That is also the last for the love of sci-fi.
For now.
For now.
They might bring it back.
Maybe.
But we don't know. But for the immediate future, that's the last one.
So it's been awesome. It's been nice that we've been able to do it. It's been nice that we've been there for the full weekend to fully experience it.
We only did one day last year.
We did. I'm trying so hard. My shoulder is literally dying. Also, thank you once again to everybody that came over and spoke to us. It's incredibly. I still don't know how to cope with it. Not gonna lie, I still have massive imposter syndrome, and I've got a little voice in the back of my head going, "You don't deserve this."
Got a parrot.
It is what it is, apparently so. But honestly, thank you so much to every single person that's come over, that said hello to us, that spent time with us. There may have been moments today, and I can only apologise, where I have been absolutely out of it, and I've been very quiet. At the end of the day, we are only human.
We're physically exhausted.
Yeah,
We've had a busy 4 days.
We absolutely have, and I think it's the same. It was great what Anthony Mackie said yesterday. If you haven't seen that vlog, please check it out. It's awesome. And it can be said for a lot of guests, a lot of YouTubers, all sorts. There are times when a person just needs to be a person, not who they perform on screen, not who they perform on different social platforms, not who they perform when they're doing meet and greets. They just need to be that person. So just be patient, and just, if you notice that somebody is might be having an in-depth conversation or something's going on, please just wait, and then, you know, maybe come back at a better time. But everybody's human at the end of the day. Everybody is human. We're all susceptible to being tired, exhausted.
But even though, we still try to make time for everyone.
Gosh yeah. It's like I said, I can't get over it, and having anxiety, you know, I don't think I ever will. And that's just that. Unfortunately, my brain is just built differently to other people, but it's fine. It's okay. So hello. Sorry, it's because I pulled a muscle in my shoulder and I'm like dying. So I'm going to end it there before we start like going on and on and on and on. Thank you.
I'm gonna shout out big thank you to everyone at Monopoly for a fantastic year. It's been, even though like we started off the year with Liverpool, it was very like a roller coaster.
They brought it back 100%.
Yeah, honestly, all the work you guys put in, every convention we've been to.
You should all be incredibly proud of yourselves.
Yeah, and from what they're saying on the socials, it's onwards and upwards for them.
Yeah.
So
we can't wait to be there.
Yeah.
But yes, we hope you've had a good day. If not, that's okay. Always remember, tomorrow's a new day. See you later, guys. Bye.